disappointing loss. Come on the road in this league. You can't make mistakes. We had too many missed opportunities. Credit Missouri, their physical football team. The yards were hard to come by on the ground. They did a good job, but in the end, just too many missed opportunities. But again, it's got to regroup, and looking forward to going back home next week.
Questions?
Matt, where do you feel like you stand with your quarterbacks right now?
I think we're trying to find a way to win football games. Really pleased with those guys being unselfish, cheering for each other, pulling for each other. Again, looked like we had a good rhythm going, using both of them and using their strengths. So, but again, really proud of those guys trying to find a way to move forward and win football games.
Do you think using both of them on the same possessions kept Missouri off balance a little bit late?
Yeah, I don't know about that. We're trying to find a way to win the game. So it kept them off balance, but we're just trying to play to their strengths. And again, in the second half, there was a rhythm there, and it was working.
What kind of made you want to go with Matt, like deep into the second quarter there? It looked like he went, Plumlee for the first half-ish, but he came in on the last drive.
Well, he had the hot hand there, and he was moving the football. He was seeing well, throwing the football well, and he did a good job. He was ready out there. He also made a couple plays with his feet to get a couple first downs. But very impressed with the way those two kids were unselfish and competed.
On that 4th and goal at the end of the first half, was there thought of bringing John Rice Plumlee in kind of just for the option look there?
We thought about it, but again, for 1 yard, his speed is not a huge issue there. But we wanted to give the ball to Snoop and let him pound it in, and that was his strength. And you got to find a way to go get a couple of inches there right before the half. I would call that again.
Y'all been
so. How do you think those plays add in the game overall?
I mean, again, you go back, and even if we score that right before half, even at the end, as bad as we played in the third quarter, it's a one-score game right there. And so it had a huge effect on the game. But again, when you're on the road, you got to go find a way to punch it in from 1 yard out. And then again, obviously the holding call that calls a touchdown back. It's just too many missed opportunities in this football game. Proud of the way they kept fighting and competing, but didn't play well enough in the third quarter to get it done.
You guys have been good against the run all year. Missouri kind of had more success than really anyone since Memphis had. What do you think was the difference?
Again, I'll have to look at the tape. They had big chunk plays. And I don't know what it was, if it was a missed tackle or misalignment, but they had big chunk plays in the run game. When you give up chunk plays like that, that's when the yards start adding up.
Did you get any explanation on the holding penalty against Miles?
Yeah, I got an. He said he tugged. My initial reaction, they said they called it a crackback block. That was what went off of my mind, because that's what they've been calling a bunch of. But he said he grabbed him and tugged him.
Gotcha.
So I have not watched the play. Don't know.
Were there any different looks defensively that you guys got from Missouri without Cale Garrett? How did you sort of handle that?
No, they do what they do. They're good up front. Defensive line, the yards were hard to come by. Got into a little bit better rhythm in the second half. John Rice made some plays with his feet, and we hit a couple big ones in the first half. The one that was called back was good. I mean, it's not going to be easy against that defensive front. They're very, very good. The yards were hard to come by.
With those 2 targeting penalties, what do you tell the guys on the defense to maybe try?
We got to continue to be aggressive. You got to be smart, play with your eyes up. I thought that was a tough one on Jaquez with him sliding. That's kind of a freak thing. And then Tiz is just trying to get in there and make a play on the quarterback right as he's throwing it. It's just it's unfortunate.
Seemed like there were a couple of plays and a couple of big penalties that really swung this game heavily. With such a young team, do you feel like you guys are kind of learning how to win? As far as
I think you got to find ways to win football games, especially when you come on the road, and the missed opportunities make it tougher. The 4th and 1, the touchdown call back, the having them backed up, and not all the little things that happen. Offsides when you got them backed up when they get it 1st and 5. All those little things add up, especially when you're on the road.
What can you say about Missouri's quarterback Kelly Bryant? Did you see anything on the field different than what you've seen in the film?
Well, we had him backed up. He made some big time throws coming out right there in the 4th quarter. He looked pretty accurate. And again, he's an experienced guy. He's been in big games, and he made plays when he had to. Give him credit.
Do you think anyone was thrown off by Missouri's first touchdown? They lined up an offensive tackle in the slot, I think, and then had a tight end left tackle.
It was kind of just a different alignment.
Yeah.
And again, we just got to wrap up and make the tackle. I thought we were there, we just missed a tackle.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thank you. All right, we're gonna do